Imagine you buy one of those cool seats and you screw it and you sit here, and then when you sit down, the whole house falls on your head and kills you. Hey, Johnny Leaks. I'm here in Jericho, New York, and we're not doing a roof today. We're not fixing a leak. We're fixing an overhang that was dropping down. Wasn't really built too well. There may have been a 4x4 column at the corner that was removed. Whatever the case, this whole patio or porch roof was hanging down. It came disconnected. So, this whole soffit, you can see ripped off the house. So from the pictures you'll see that will accompany, you'll see what it looked like. It looked awful. The whole back of the house was hanging. You can see still because they haven't fixed it yet. Everything basically ripped off. So the men stripped down, lightened up the structure, removed the plywood from where the rafters had come disconnected. You can see there was no header here. There's no Ticos. These rafters were just toe-nailed in. So this is horrible. This is homeowner special. So now we know. We didn't know what it was. We didn't know it was going to be that bad when we opened it up. So I utilized these mechanics on this labor-intensive roof rip day to address this overhang. It's going to take them all day. You can see they had to take the soffit down, remove excess plywood. Now they're going to jack up the structure that's there with a car jack. They've already been directed, let's see if they had to support the deck, make sure we don't hurt the deck. Yeah. So prior to them jacking up, they came in here and added some supports directly underneath where they're going to be jacking to disperse that weight too, because we don't know how solid this deck is, and we wouldn't expect the deck to handle the jacking of the structure. There's no lag bolts. The header piece goes across the house. That needs to be lag bolted into the vertical 2x4 studs, because that's the piece that everything hangs off of. So unfortunately, they just used some nails, and you can see it's still hanging out. Let me see if I can get. Yeah, right there. You could see the piece ripped off. So it was badly ripped off. The whole thing was hanging down. And another issue, these rafter tails at the top, all these rafter tails need to get Ticos. So they're also tied into that piece that's lag bolted. That way this is nice and strong and tight. And the engineering, when you tie all those rafters into that 2x6 that's lag bolted, and then you use metal Ticos to connect them, those nails can't rip out. The nails are going in sideways into the metal brackets. Then you can actually hang like a human being, one of those seats. Like sometimes people, they screw a little lag bolt and they hang a seat here. Imagine you buy one of those cool seats and you screw it and you sit here, and then when you sit down, the whole house falls on your head and kills you. That's what was going on here. This thing was ready to fall off on people. All it needed was for somebody to put one of those chairs or something and hang it on here and sit, and the whole thing would have came down, possibly on a party of people. So don't ignore your house hanging down. You know, you don't know who was there and what was built. I did not expect to see this so poorly fastened. No lag bolts, no Ticos, just a framing gun. That's what happened here. A group of people without any long-term thought or engineering went up there and just shot the wood together with nails. And over time, it hung down. Another issue, as we're doing this, we find out water is often is in play. The apron flashing of this roof, you can see, is in front of the insulation. That white aluminum apron flashing is supposed to be behind the house wrap, the vinyl, and the insulation. So by being in front of the insulation, wind-driven rains that blew in behind the siding at this window and that corner post were likely wetting that piece of wood, softening it up, and then between the weight and the wetness, that is the combination that may have contributed to it eventually falling down. Because when it was first done, it didn't fall down. It looks like it took 15, 20 years for this customer to call me on this. These are my guys. I'm Johnny Leaks. We fix soffits. I'm out. That's how we do it.